this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. What do you need? 21, 21.
You get rocked.
65, 65.
You get rocked.
On first down, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Quick throw here to Hilton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 56. Yo. Anyway, yo. Mike 56. 56. Right here.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
They're going to try and run, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Run at that sack to Jabal Sheard. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
He's crossing. He's checking.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Garrett Selleck. 27 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Brissett. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got nothing today.
On 1st down, here's Breida. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the run.
Go ahead.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Lucky. Check
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with the grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. 20.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they design coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run again with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Brissett from the gun on third. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep fourth, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st down, it's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hines. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 52.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Brissett on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run with Hines. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This is Hines. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A run. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, Heavy. Come on. What you got, Heavy? Let's go. Come on. Give me some.
On play action, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
To throw is Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Brissett sets to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Brissett again. Got it complete to Rodgers. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, 1st and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now, they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in this script and knock it in the end zone.
Yeah, I just wonder what he's feeling out there right now because he looks so locked in throwing the ball. I don't know if he's thinking it's like 7-on-7 in practice or even something what we call routes versus air, where you just go through your game plan and your progressions and there's no defense out there. That's the way he's cutting through him right now.
Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
He's got it to Hilton, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
You ready?
Mike 50.
You draw quarter.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Alpha.
Check that.
There.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Mike, check, 59. You
Better bring it.
Go.
I'm letting you know right now.
Mike's 59.
Again, it's Brissett. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This is McCaffrey. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Greg.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He hits White, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
And a Panther first down.
$16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Bonifay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
20.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Great.
They snap it to Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games. It started Thursday night, Colts-Texans, to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them. But if they win, they could be neck and neck with Dallas. With Seattle, they're trying to keep pace and stay right on the heels of San Francisco in the NFC West. How about Dallas at New England? That's a big-time game. The Cowboys trying to maintain their lead in the NFC East. New England just 1 loss. And Green Bay and San Francisco. That game got flexed to Sunday night and deserved to be. That could be one of the better ones we'll see this year.
Yeah, that's a trio of games that is very, very strong this weekend. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Wait. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Reset. Throwing over the middle. down, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Yeah. Zip it. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
59. Mike's 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. It's a six. Bullet. How? Go. Fast.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check three. Off.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the curl. 61. That's what. Right. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 5'9". That's it. That's what I do. Where'd he go?
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Brissett now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Watch the slap.
And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mike 5'4". 2-6. Watch the run.
4th down, Brissett. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Mike 50, Mike 54.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field. Check. Slam.
Look, squeeze.
Rush in. Check. Lucky.
5.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right.
Let's go.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
Mike 50.
Great. Go.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that. His team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown.
Check 25.
On 1st down, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 59. Mike is control. 59. Coming to you. Coming to you.
To throw, Brissett. Rodgers brings it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch.
They'll throw now on the final play. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Kill. Hustle. Mike 50.
I got it.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Panther first down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They turn to Scarlett again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Look at me. Door.
Crunch.
Hit it.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
X3. 218. Chop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Bang.
Rock it. Smooth. Ready.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis, 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So here's the Panther offense as they will again line up and go for 2.
22 jet bomber. Snap.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Check 26. Check it go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. So the Colts again going for two. Brissett again. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Back now in Indianapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shift, watch the shift. He's checking.
Gun.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
20.
Kill.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
20.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill.
Hey,
turn it up.
Now Scarlett.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check nickel.
8.
36. Showing it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Switch it. Check.
8.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All day, baby. All day. Squeeze. Check.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Watch QB draw. Get him all. West. Check 99. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Quick throw here to Hilton. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's it.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber.
From the 50, Newton. He's got White here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Ball trot. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 6-man.
Now Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Brissett sets to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? Brissett, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get them two more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Mike 9.
Watch twist.
Mike.
Here's Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 18.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Keep the boys down. He's coming.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Move to focus. Check safety. Check safety. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. 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 Switch. 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 Switch.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Check. Watch the before. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Anyway. Twist. Out. Mike 5-4. Hey. Check.
Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
You ready? Whip. Watch the area. You got tight.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Switch. Shoot. Watch the curve. Henry.
There we go, Mike 20.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Mike 20.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out of the gun, Brissett. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Come on now, let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down.
Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
From the 50, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the D-end.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Safety's creeping. Back. Check 50, 55.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive. Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mike 20.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
SOS. SOS. Shift.
From the 24, Brissett got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Right there. 54. 54, Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. It's complete. Stills. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Texans. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
24 down, he's coming.
Crunch. 49, check 49.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alert!
Bang, 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 bang.
Shit. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, check 20.
25.
Check 26.
Hey, alert!
Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hatchet.
929. 924.
Motion.
No. Off. Hey, watch that.
924.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Out of the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute.
Hey, Mike 20.
squeeze, double. Kill.
On play action, Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
The Colts take over.
Let's go for it. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What the train?
First down, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Brissett sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
Brissett now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Here we go again. Switch it.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. On third down, it's Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 39 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Brissett now. And that is caught for the 2 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, like an egg. Yeah, left. 50 to Mike. Watch one. Switch. Hey, check 20. Hey, pick again. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Who do you want?
From the gun on third, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
I got He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Check three. Top go. He's going down, he's coming. Down him, up.
On first and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check safety. Under 10.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42, 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin the drive with Hines. He's got a first down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Check. Slam. Hey.
To throw is Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brissett on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack? Well, the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now Brissett on 4th down. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 57 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Brissett. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fair catch. Made it a 25-yard run. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Hey, 31! To the car! Check 25! Whip! Line up!
They begin with a run by Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 31! You go take. Hey, 59! Alert!
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 41 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Brissett looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Mike 20. Man, I got you. Kill. Go. I got him.
set. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining to finish. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Brissett sets to throw it, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to rip rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Goff now to throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 56. Pull it. Flare. 58.
Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Single, slot.
51.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike, come on. Mike, keep it. It's a party now.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for two here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Fresno.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
16.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Brissett. Michael Brockers. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Bang, bang. Go. Bang, bang. Shit. Go. Shit.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Goff being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 3rd and long. It's Goff, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Hey, alert 3! Alert 3! Hey, weapon! Go! Go 58's the mic. Check. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
180! Coming for you, son! I'm coming for you! Hey, check 25! Horrible.
Hey, box truck!
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He goes tonight. 180. 5.
950!
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watch the shit.
Here's Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Brissett. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Joker drop. Joker what? 36. Showing it. Switch it.
Now Brissett. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 99. Check 43.
Throwing, Brissett. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separate.
Brandon Cooks, 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and run it with Gurley, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Brissett. Funches has it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field going through that one. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 14. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Brissett now. That'll be caught by Rodgers. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Colts.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Brissett on first down. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Again, it's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Under 10, under 10. Obama. Hey, Wood. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll have a first down past the 40. Brandon Cooks past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Switch.
First down, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
58 to Mike. 58. Get the ball. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
Brissett to throw on first. Rodgers brings it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here we go. Rest in. Check, check. Lucky. Go. Some option.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, the 30, 10, 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Here we go. Shell. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
You got nothing.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Aaron Donald. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first.